The Shape of Water stars Sally Hawkins, Michael Shannon, Richard Jenkins, Octavia Spencer, Michael Stuhlbarg, and Doug Jones as the fish creature, and is directed by Guillermo del Toro. Set in an early 1960s Baltimore research facility conducting experiments on all things marine, a mute janitor named Elisa Esposito, played by Sally Hawkins, works alongside Zelda, played by Octavia Spencer, and is good friends with her neighbour Giles, played by Richard Jenkins. Life is very routine and ordinary for Elisa when along comes Colonel Strickland, not Marty McFly's principal from Back to the Future, but instead it's the sinister, dominant, monomaniacally psychopathic Michael Shannon, bringing pure Michael Shannon-ness to the role, but also bringing an amphibious fish creature to conduct some research on, and Strickland is abusive and hostile towards this creature, much to the discomfort of Elisa, Zelda, Giles, and Dr. Hofstetler, played by Michael Stuhlbarg. Together, the three plan a rescue operation of this creature, and in doing so, Elisa develops a very close, affectionate, romantic bond with this creature. So this was a film that, hearing the premise, I was never all that excited for. It sounded like it could be sort of pro-animal rights stuff, or very similar to an earlier 2017 film, Okja, which wasn't bad, but wasn't necessarily something I needed again. It started out and I was a little worried it was just going to be sort of style over substance, all spectacle, world building, technically impressive, but not a lot of depth or emotional engagement. This was a movie that just kept getting better and better as it went along, and I was just continuously jaw-dropped at the sheer beauty, artistry, and to my relief, emotional engagement with it. I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with Del Toro's direction and how he gets heightened yet never caricatured performances from everyone, and how his production design, lighting and colour palette just completely immerse you and envelope you, leaving you genuinely stunned. I know it's a cliche to say, oh, it must be seen on the big screen, home viewing just wouldn't cut it, etc, etc. But seriously, look, this is a movie you need to see in a cinema with a quiet audience, because just about every tool of cinema as an art is used to perfection here. Moving right along to the performances here, I think Shannon is, as usually, the big standout here. He brings what he usually brings and just perfects it. There's a scene where he goes home to his family, and which, again, the art direction, the production design, and lighting and colour palette are on point. But just talk about one seriously nuclear family, Jesus. I'd like to see him nominated for supporting here at the Oscars, but doubt he will. His initial scene, which takes place in a woman's bathroom, and just sort of the creepy tension between him and his right-minded work inferiors, and not to mention the fish creature, are just bliss. Richard Jenkins, another standout, who plays a lonely gay man who's pushing middle age, and in a time where being gay was not something you would want publicised, he really brought something quite delicate and sympathetic to the role. For a character actor we've all seen before, he's been in loads of stuff, but few people really know who he is. This could be his best performance to date. Sally Hawkins was fantastic, bringing what could only be expression and physical performance to the role, playing a mute character and all, and I think she will be nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars. As for flaws, I think Sally Hawkins is sort of nothing beyond very good here. I didn't really see a whole lot of range, and there is a scene in the film sort of past the midway, just shortly past the midway or thereabouts, involving dancing, which people seem really, really split upon. Some people think it's cringy and unnecessary, while others think it is the highlight of the film's beauty. I personally think the film could have done fine without it, but seeing it in there kind of, at the very least, showed Del Toro's boldness as a director. My reaction to it was something along the lines of, wow, we're really going here, which, you know what, Del Toro, fucking good job. You go there, man. Pan's Labyrinth has always been the only Del Toro film I've actually liked, let alone be a really solid and powerful film in general. Pacific Rim I thought was just bloated Hollywood garbage, and Crimson Peak I couldn't even get through 15 minutes. It was so stuffy and pompous and dull, but this I think is even better than Pan's Labyrinth. I think it's Del Toro's best work so far. Pulling off a romantic fantasy sci-fi thriller fairy tale that's both gritty and beautiful and enchanting and visceral and with sort of elements of Cronenberg-esque body horror, all while still remaining consistent tonally and its very own thing, is a directing feat unto itself. It would be a crime for Del Toro not to be nominated for Best Director here. I think he should and possibly will win. And I give The Shape of Water a 9 out of 10, and I wonder why I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts on The Shape of Water. Let me know what you thought down below. Is it your favourite Del Toro film? Where does it rank in 2017 in general? Just let me know anything you want. And yeah, I'll see you next time.